Oku. Alkohol to przekleństwo i dobry chrześcijanin powinien go unikać jak ognia. No ok. Co my tu mamy zrobić teraz? Z tego co kojarzę, to muszę jechać do Rataj. Tak, tutaj. Elo, jaca. A zbadamy wędrowca. Najemnik. Tylko trochę się ładują jego tekstury długo. O. Już się przygotował. Gdzie lecisz? Do Rataj.
Wouldn't you like to measure your skills against mine?
In combat, you mean?
I fear there's nothing else I know, friend.
Who are you, anyway? And what do you do?
Merchants hire me for protection. That's all you need to know. What about that duel?
Alright, why not?
Finally, a taker. I hope you have coin, though.
Aye, I have.
Splendid. Let's get to it.
Now you're done for.
Czy ty umarłeś? On umarł. Wstawaj. Nie chciałem cię zabijać. Sorry. Sam chciał ze mną walczyć. Jakie zadania? Coś mam zadanie tutaj w Ratajach odnośnie kopalni srebra? No i może dalej wątek główny. Generalnie będę robił wątek główny i poboczne zadania, te, które się napatoczą, ale nie będę specjalnie szukał pobocznych zadań. I teraz właśnie się z pobocznym zadaniem, które się napatoczyło.
Welcome, Henry. What? What the hell are you doing?
Good health to you, Henry.
Chyba nie z tobą mam rozmawiać.
Hey, watch it.
Well, the roads ain't safe, so they have to hire armed escorts. And them fellows don't come cheap.
On account of brigands, like.
Aye, they're all over.
Chyba z tym
Welcome, Henry.
miałem porozmawiać.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Przypomnę z rozkazu
Master
pana
Fayfar,
Radzik.
Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
Ruku. Coś jeszcze?
You said mine gallery. Just one.
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Okay.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzig can rely on me. That's all clear.
Królewskie srebro. Okej. Czy ptaszek? Masz coś dla mnie? Jakieś zadanie?
God bless you. What troubles you?
I went to parley with Wolflin.
So how did that go?
I convinced him to take his gang and leave.
Really? I knew you were no fool, but that's something else. You're a born diplomat, Henry.
I don't know about that.
Don't be so modest. We have to drink to this.
Musimy to opić, okej. No to idziemy do Skalicy. Rataje, tam tupy z ratajami. To jest na drugim końcu. No to idziemy do Równej. dobra. Oj, nie zdążyłem się zatrzymać. Czy się nie wyspałem? A skąd takie pytanie? Napiłbym się herbaty. No okej, jesteśmy w równej. Jestem głodny. O, kaszę mogę zjeść. Raz, dwa. Pieczonego kurczaka. Dwa. I piwo. Ale jestem najedzony. O kur... Jezus Maria, ale się nawpierniczałem. To precelki wrzucimy. Bo się zepsują. A tak to ptaki zjedzą. Czyli co mamy zrobić? A. Sprawdzić, jak przebiega praca na składowisku rudy. B. Znajdź chłodnik kopalniany wspomniany przez brachmistrza. Okej. I skontroluj, w jakim stanie są wodociągi. Okej. No to po kolei. A jeszcze J. Sprawdź urządzenia w kopalni, skontroluj, w jakim stanie są szyby. Okej. Odejdziemy A, B, C w takiej kolejności. Ponieważ ja zawsze ziewam. Gra została zapisana. Oho, coś tu będzie się działo.
Looks like they smashed things up nicely.
Hey, what are you up to? You're in the wrong place.
Zabiłem wam ziomka. Czekajcie, ustawcie się tutaj.
Is that the best you can do?
You horse!
Ała! Strzały mnie trafiają. Kurwa, łucznik. Strzelę swojego. Ale nie w konia. Ała, 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 ale mnie co... O ty... A gnoja, jak mnie mocno przytyntegował. No, prosto. Ten też. O mój Boże, eliksir zguby, nie? Odwar z nagietka. Czy mam eliksir łazarza? Mam. Powrót. Nie mogę się najeść, napić, oh fuck. Nie wiem co wziąłem. Bierzemy moje, joink. I gasiorka. To też moje. Co tanie to bierzemy. Ten nadziak weź. No. Tu jeszcze ktoś był? Ty. Łuk. Czepie zbierzemy. To nie. Grosze weźmiemy. Pojedynkowicz z pierścień. Tego nie bierzemy, bo ciężkie. Odwór z nagietka. No, strzał nie bierzemy. No i ostatniego bandytę. Kires. Bierzemy. Bierzemy. To nie opłaca się. Tamtego też się nie opłacało. Bo to bierzemy. Odwar bierzemy, to bierzemy i to bierzemy. Coś było mega ciężkiego, to się nie opłaca. Te buty też nie są chujowe. Jeszcze czegoś, to jest ciężkie. Trzy pierścienia. What the fuck? Okej. Jeszcze coś mam do wzięcia? Nie. Ale mi obili gnoje. O, jeszcze ty.
This is in surprisingly good condition.
Okej. Ej, wszystko działa. Tak powinno. W bardzo dobrym, nienagannym stanie. Prześpimy się. Trzeba się wyleczyć. Śpimy do rana. Jaszczą i liebe wolkę mocno. Czemu z tarczą nie walczysz? Bo bez tarczy zadaje 2 razy więcej obrażeń. A poza tym tak jest fajniej. Tak w 2 rękach trzymam miecz. I napierdalam, a nie, że jedną tarczę w jednej. Nie, tam słabe. Wciąż najedzony jestem. Czy z stodoły mogę wejść? Pewnie nie. Koń tu cały czas na mnie czekał. Jaka dobra mućka. Idziemy dalej. Teraz chyba do punktu B. No, co jest tu blisko? Na górze. Przeskoczyć koniem nad czymś to jest normalnie... Jeszcze się zablokował koń. O, Boże święty. No, tędy można.
Halt. What do you want?
Just looking around.
You'd be wise to keep your nose out of here. This is a silver mine and no one's allowed.
But you're here.
I'm watching to make sure no one goes in. Something could fall on someone in there.
Don't worry your head about it. I won't steal anything and I'll watch my step.
But... All right, off you go. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Ło, idziemy tędy. Drabina? Łuku, wchodzimy. Ją. No to co kurde? O.
Don't push me!
You're out to kill us all.
Don't push me!
Your obsession has warped your
Don't
mind.
push me! No!
Aż bryzła krew.
Hey! Do you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you alive? Come on, say something!
Uciekaj z kopalni?
Hey, you there! What have you done?
Me? It wasn't me.
If you hadn't come sniffing around, none of this would have happened.
What's my being here got to do with it? What the fuck's been going on? Whatever it is, now you've got a murder to answer for.
Only if someone finds out.
I'm here by order of Sir Radzig and Master Fafar. Stealing the king's silver will get you burned at the stake.
Nobody's been stealing any silver here.
We'll see about that soon enough. But if I were you, I'd make a run for it before I get out of here. I don't intend to go chasing across the province after anyone.
Don't believe him. He can't do anything from down there. There's more of us, and he doesn't know his way around. Is that the best you can do?
Żyjesz jeszcze? No. Spadaj gnoju. Górnik. Czemu ja mogę kraść? Lul. Ja tam sobie tylko kasę wezmę. To idziemy.
Better not go any further. I might drown.
Mogą utonąć. No co jest w tę stronę? Okej. No, okej. Najpierw idziemy w lewo. W ogóle tam jeszcze dalej można iść. Ja pierdolę, no. Kłoń. A jeszcze koń mi tu przyjechał. Nie? Na pewno. Aha, okej, to jest to samo tutaj przejście, dojście, czy jak to nazwać? Dobrze, że najedzony jestem.
Well, look what's come crawling out from under the rock.
A ty czego tu? Gin, gnoju. Dawaj swoją kasę. Gdzie jest twój kolega? Tu raczej nie pobiegł. Balkan tylko się nie zgub. Chyba za późno. O, jest, ziomek. Serio? Tamten patrzył w ścianę. Mnie tu nie ma. Gin. Gdzie jest twój ziomek, który patrzył w ścianę? Nikogo nie ma. Uciekają. Co za gnój? Gnoju. Kurwa. Fuck. Chodź tu! Gdzie uciekasz? No czekaj przede mną, gnoju. Stary miecz dziadka. Jak nie można zabić? Każdego można zabić. O fuck. Ciemno. Czy tu jest jakieś wyjście? Znalazłem wyjście. No jeszcze coś jeszcze miałem sprawdzić, nie? Tutaj jeszcze miałem już. Idę zacząć to. Ach, wierny koń zawsze mi pomoże. Oh fuck. O. Skakuj do góry, jedź kłonio. No. No i wjechał koń. Naprawdę. Koniu. Ładny lot. Teraz koń nawet nie chce galopować. O, już mu się zachciało. Coś tu miałem sprawdzić. Coś tu miałem zbadać. Nie wiem co. Wszystko wygląda jakby działało ładnie. Chyba ci górnicy robili samowolkę. Kopali tam rudę, tutaj filtrowali to wszystko. Ok. Siadamy i wracamy. Zobaczymy jeszcze tam do tego znacznika. Jakieś lewe interesy? No pewnie, samowolkę sobie robili.
This doesn't look too bad. I guess those bastards didn't want to get soaked.
Nie odmówimy sobie mego włamywanka. Dobre, włamanie niezłe. Czemu mogę tylko kraść? No okej. Chyba tyle. Wracamy dokąd? Do Rataj chyba. Jezus, na drugi koniec świata muszę wracać. Napaść na drodze. Badaj. Kto tu chce na mnie napadać? Nikogo tu nie ma. Mielesz. O. Muzyka do walki. O, tam są. O, siła mi wzrosła. Co masz na sobie? Ciemna, lekka brygantyna. To weźmiemy, to weźmiemy, to weźmiemy. To też weźmiemy, to jest ciężkie, to nie chcę, to weźmiemy, to weźmiemy. To też, to weźmiemy. Złoto na pewno weźmiemy. I buty jeszcze weźmiemy od niego. Jaku brudny jestem. Jakie złodziejstwo, a to jest zwykłe oszczerstwo. Proszę mi powiedzieć. Gdzie był właściciel tych wszystkich rzeczy, które zabierałem ze skrzyń? Nie było właściciela, no to można brać. Zbadaj wędrowca. Przepraszam, przepraszam. Co chcesz ode mnie?
Excuse me, can you assist me? God be with you.
Bóg z wami, z tobą też.
Where are you headed?
To Samopish, I'm going to visit my cousin.
Samoprzy?
No.
Samoprzy.
Certainly.
Gdzie jest Samoprze? Przybysławice, a na południe.
Where are you headed?
To Samopish.
Samopesh is just to the south, on that big hill. There's a winding path leading there.
Thank you kindly.
My pleasure.
Proszę bardzo. W złą stronę idziesz, durniu. Na południe. Tamtą stronę. A chuj z tobą. Idziemy tutaj. Zobaczymy co u Tereski. O, zdrowie mi się powoli odnawia. 68, 69. Kurwa, te zwłoki mnie denerwują. Te zwłoki. To jest kurwa jeleń tylko. Sarnie nerki. Ktoś tu za chwilę podejdzie. Tak, na pewno to byłem ja.
What are you up to?
I wasn't hunting. That carcass was...
I saw you butchering.
I was looking for signs of life. To see if...
Ah,
Unfortunately not.
all right. I suppose you're not.
I'm glad you saw scent. And what exactly...
What are you getting at?
I could drag you off to Ratai myself and let the bailiff decide.
All right then. I needed food. You don't have to tell anyone, you know. And you won't.
Forget it.
Kurwa, czemu wszyscy uciekają? Z czego, po co ci było uciekać? Skórzane buty. Po co mu było uciekać? Ja sobie wywisiał, próbował szczęścia, lul. A to co to? Pyk. 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 Może by go wychłostali, albo co? A tak umarł. Nawet nie pogrzebion. No, już wypiłem koło. Tereska, kochanie. Porozmawiaj ze mną. Co prychnęłaś na mnie?
How did things work out with the job I arranged?
You did what I asked, but still, Antonia's a widow now. Not all the coin in the world can help if God doesn't will it.
Osiągnąłem nowy poziom wretowy, co? Idziemy się umyć.
I'd like to
Usługi łaźni.
And what is it?
I've heard.
But of course,
O, patrz.
I'm sure.
O. I. A. Czy ty czegoś chcesz?
God be with
Bóg z wami, no okej, daj mi spokój. Jedziemy do sklepikarza. A ten ksiądz co tu chce? Ty, bo mi sklep zamknął. Krawiec też tu szedł chyba. Denerwuję się, jak mi zamknęli sklep. Nie, powinien być jeszcze otwarty. Z tobą też bez głowy. Jest. I... Kłoń. Brygantynę zostawimy. Resztę na sprzedanie. Ile tego? Mam wrażenie, że on tu jakieś szemrane biznesy robi, ten ziomek. Skórzane buty sobie zostały. Pierścienie 4. $33,000. Jeszcze jestem za ciężki?
God be with you.
Pojedynkowy, całkiem dobry miecz. Ale ja mam lepszy. Nie, sztylet dla mnie. Jeszcze coś mi zajmuje dużo miejsca. Kielichy mszalne. Gracz. Poziom główny, jeden poziom. Złote usa, zawsze dostajesz plus. Siła spada o 2, no punkty retoryki nie chcę, wykształcony. No się czytanie podniesie się oczy, ale o 1 obniży się twoja siła mieć sztuki walki, nie. Nie, Ken, nie, spisek, nie, Gildia Renegatów. O, zabójca kumanów. Kumane boją się ciebie, więc masz przecież większą szansę, że zwiją przed pojedynkiem z tobą. Gdy będą walczyć, twoje ciosy będą dwukrotnie skuteczniejsze przeciwko kumanom. Gildia Renegatów. Brutal. Nie. Szpicek wykształcony. To nie chcę. Bierzemy zakres szybkiej podróży? Nie kumam. Siła, 2 punkty. Nie będzie mu. Mistrz klinczu też weźmiemy. Siła 18. O kurwa. Zręczność 2 punkty. Perfekcyjnie. Perfekcyjny rzut. Niech będzie i drwina. Niech będzie. Witalność. Ostatni dech. Śmiertelne cios twoje zdrowie zagrają się o 20%. Aktywuje się tylko w czasie walki. Śmierciożerca gruboskórny. Ostatni dech niech będzie. Co jeszcze? Retoryka. Służb łaziennych za darmo. Oj, Trubador. Zdecydowanie Trubador. Walka. Obrona. Pewny chwyt. Niszczyciel broni to nie pewny chwyt. Ciosy tarczą nie chcę. 12 poziom. Mam 9. Miecz 2 punkty. Miecz długi, krótki. Dobra, bierzemy to. Duplikacja. Trzeba by chyba zacząć używać tych kombosów. Dół, środek. Góra, prawy, dół. Nie wiadomo, czy będzie koniec gry. To jest ciężko tak powiedzieć. Konserwacja to tam nie. Skradanie się. Włamywanie, co tam mogę? Tam nic ciekawego. Dzielarstwo, skradanie się. A tylko skończą tu, twoja siła się potraja. Wow. Gdy będziesz poszukiwał ludzi, rzadziej będą po rozpoznaniu twoją czas na konkrecie zostanie skrócony. To się by przydało. Psiarz? Psy nie będą... Okay. Szarak, skrytobójstwo. Skrytobójstwo? Nie. Nie, poczekamy Add to Brute. Okej, teraz tak. Trzeba przeczekać do rana. Mapa odsłonięta, ale misji jeszcze mamy sporo. Wszystkie misje to są po prostu idź tam, a i tam. No. Okej. Sklepikarzy jeszcze nie ma. Poczekamy jeszcze godzinkę. Trzeba sprzedać łuki. Kielichy. O, już jest ziomek.
God be with you.
God be with you. $100 ma tylko. Sprzedaj jeden kielik. Jeden mały zestaw. Nie masz kasy w ogóle przy sobie. Jesteś do dupy kupcem. Ja ci przywożę pierwszy rzędny sprzęt. Za taniocha mu sprzedaję, a ten nie potrafi z tego kasy zrobić. Szkoda, że po polsku kwestionowałem. No a to twórca tej gry nie jest zbyt dużym studiem. Więc... Więc nie mieli tyle aż kasy, czasu i ludzi, żeby nagrać wszystko po polsku. Chociaż Czesi to są, to powinni, nie? Chociaż czy Wiedźmin był po czesku? Chyba nie. Ale są napisy. Chociaż się postarali o napisy. I Bóg z tobą.
Are you serious?
Kurwa, gdzie on jest? Był tutaj. On teraz jest piętro niżej. Ja jebie, no.
Hey.
O, Radzik tu jest.
Hey!
Kurwa.
Be a bit more careful.
Czekam jeszcze godzinę. Muszę się tu kręcić. Czy muszę się do ciebie włamywać, ziom? No raczej nie będzie po polsku.
What can I do for you?
I'm here about the mine.
Excellent. So what did you find?
I didn't get round to having a proper look. I came across something more disturbing.
What's that?
Nemoy and his gang were stealing silver there.
The vermin. I thought as much. Did you bring him here?
I tried to, but he was having none of it. He didn't want to burn, so he tried to kill me.
Well, I'm glad he didn't succeed. But now I won't be able to find out anything. Oh well, can't be helped, I suppose.
Co już? Ty co tu robisz? Czy ty kradłeś stąd? Na pewno kradł. To dokąd mamy jechać? Na miejsce, gdzie fałszerze przekazują towar. O cool. Okej. No to jedziemy znowu w tamtą stronę. Z powrotem. Ulululu. Nie wiem już ile razy tu byłem u tego wędrowca. Czy ty chcesz buty?
What happened to you?
Terrible things, sir. Terrible things. God must be punishing me, but I truly don't know what I've done to deserve it. Those devils killed my man and then had their way with me. I gave birth in so I beg here at the roadside. Nothing else is left to me. Could you spare a little change, sir?
Of course.
Thank you, sir.
Nie. A może? Nie. Gdzieś tam, gdzie mnie koń poprowadzi. Nie, idziemy robić główne zadanie. Zobaczyć. Spotkać się z ziomkiem, co rozdaje fałszywe złoto. Albo przekazuje dalej fałszywe złoto. Teraz tu będą znowu zwłoki? O nie, już nie ma. Mercho jedę. Czy to ty? A to jest ksiądz Szymon. Jo, co tam? Nie mogę z tobą rozmawiać, mogę go tylko okraść. On też może być zamieszany.
Good God, what a bloody mess.
Łowałyła, jakie nogę... Aha, ukradnij. To nie chcę. Kradzione.
They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind.
Kurde, kusi, żeby wziąć, ale no... Kradnij. Jak ukradnę te zielone nogawice dla możnych. Czy one są kradzione? O nie, nie są. Łop, 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 upgrade. Charyzma 12, a te 17. Świetny koszal, niebieski jupon. Mieszczański miecz, kupiecki miecz, niebieski, okej. No, kolejne, dobra, założymy to na siebie. Nie wiesz, właśnie nie jest kradzione. Muszę się tu rozejrzeć. Ciekawe, czego mam szukać? Muhammad? Tak, ta strefa się jeszcze znowu się kończy. Mogę powiedzieć jedno, że na drodze nic nie ma. A tu? Jakiś krzyż? No to się rozglądamy. Balone drzewo. Tam jest jakiś obóz.
Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something. happened at the crossroads? Huh?
Sukces. Nie kłam, gnoju.
Enough bullshit. I know you dragged somebody here, so tell me what happened.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boria?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his...
Thank you.
Czerwonej czapce. Gdzie jest ten Boria? Co? Jesteś, gnoju jeden. Znajdę cię.
This way.
Tędy. Węgiel. Daleko jest Boria? Nie, tutaj jakoś. Gdzieś tu powinien być. Jest. Co masz mi do powiedzenia? To Jezus Chrystus.
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
You're what passes for bristle and gristle round here, are you?
Possibly.
So listen to me, you hero. If you don't want me to wipe that crooked grin off your face, you'll start talking. Got it?
Yeah, right. Because everyone knows charcoal burners are thieves and killers. Well, let me tell you, that's not at all what happened.
I'll be glad to hear you out.
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still...
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way out.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes. So talk.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in a shed.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us.
We've been through that already.
All right, all right. Here, take the key.
Thanks.
Dzięki.
Who are you?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Do as I say, and you might walk out of here alive.
What? What's that? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Just answer my questions, and I might even help you.
Well, if you say so.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating.
Do you know what you were carrying?
I never asked Menhart.
Złota. A zaatakował chyba ich ten niemiecki rycerz.
You a
sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the knight.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin. I swear.
Ah! Damn it. Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Government.
Sacks! They're behind the shed.
That's him. That's got to be that knight.
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Co to za dziadek?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Jak mam go złapać? Mój koń się blokuje na drzewach i krzakach. Złapię cię, gnoju. Nie uciekniesz mi. Ciekawe, jak ja mam go zatrzymać, co? Z łuku możesz strzelić? Może mam go walnąć? Czekaj. Grasz, spróbujemy jakiegoś komba. Miecz. Dół. Góra. O ty kurwa. Ała, ała, ała.
Kacke. Geht's?
Ała.
Verdammt nochmal.
Fuck. Dziadek mi daje łupnie. A dostał.
Geh zum Teufel!
Fuck. Daje mi łupnia, dziadek. Verflucht. Bah. Zawzięty. Kurwa, to jest litard na pewno. Patrzcie na człowieka. Szajs, o kurwa, ale mi zdziela. O, dostał. Yes. Złoto, tak, nazistowskie.
It seems I have finally met my match.
Zabij go, nie zabijaj.
I want to know everything. Who you are, why you're here, and what you know about the ambushed wagon.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me. I'm finished, anyway. Just as you are.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzik Kobila, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Czy może się przestać...
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye. If we do indeed have a common cause.
Stand up.
It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobila, then we can assist each other.
Fajne mące.
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Mainhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly served Sir Radzik, then you must know him.
Of course I know him. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made. But I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sassau. I have some, loose ends.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I'm a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That...
All right then, Ulrich. Let's leave it at... Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know. But this...
That sounds a bit fishy.
Nie
It is
chcę bić
simply
już
that my
starca.
master does not wish to be revealed. And if we are to help one another...
Tell me what you know about the false...
Do you know Passau?
No, what is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague.
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter. Yes, he needed a man that he could trust.
And what about that wagon? What happened?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of...
What do you mean about the connection with Sass?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him...
Chyba ten szef...
What, in the monastery itself?
Właśnie w klasztorze jest jakiś koleś z Niemiec.
Why did you let them?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Meinhard had an armed escort, and they kept two busy roads and lodged until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down two, but that bastard Meinhard cut the horse.
What next?
While I was chasing Meinhard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw
So we won't get anything out of him.
Unfortunately.
Very well.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau.
Berży w Sazale. O kur... Konia mu zabiłem. Nie potrzebujesz... Okej. Co miałeś za miecz? Miecz rycerza rozbójnika. Lul. A czy konia mogę zlutować? Uzda 101, siodło z iką. Nie, tam chujowe. I znowu do Rataj mam jechać. O Jezus Maria. I znowu do Rataj, okej. Wędrowiec. Nie chcę. O nie, nie ten przycisk. Miał być escape. Dupie cię mam, ciom. A się zgub. Już ci raz mówiłem, gdzie jest samoprza. Daleko nie można, czekamy, ja mówię. No zobacz. Z jednego końca mapy na drugi koniec mapy. No i co ty biegasz w te, we w te, w te, we w te, w te, we w te. Aż się człowiek zmęczy. O. Bijatyka. Tu jeszcze są toporki po ich poprzednikach. Pierścień. Rękawice, czepec. To weźmiemy. Grosze. I kaptur. A twój kolega? O, nucy nie chcę, grosze wezmę. I generalnie nic więcej wartościowego. Uroki gry. No to jedziemy. Sfoki na drodze. W dupie mam to. God save you, Henry. Tak, Bóg ma mnie w opiece, wiem. Kielich schowamy, kielich schowamy. Niszek, pyk, osad. Piołon, rumianek, waleriana i żyrokos. Broń sprzedamy, zbroję też sprzedamy. Piwo. Po co mi pomoc dla Merhead? Śpi do rana. Do 9. No tutaj wszyscy się o 9 budzą, nie wiem czemu. Siema Chan. Till the bitter end. Chciałbym mieć lepszą tą miejscówkę do spania niż tutaj. Kurde. Ale przynajmniej mam balę z wodą tutaj. Piętro niżej. Wszystko dobrze, ale ludzie stoją mi na drodze.
What the hell? Jesus!
O, otworzył mi drzwi.
What is it?
Ja potrzebuję z nim porozmawiać, a on tutaj zamknięty jest.
God be with you, lad. What can I...
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counter...
Did you really?
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late.
Damn and blast. Do you know who...
Yes. A certain knight. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected.
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his mark.
Ulrich, you say?
An older man with a moustache.
Z
With
wąsem.
grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig...
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins, then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau and some other things he said
przegrałeś, ale peszek.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful, and we shall begin our investigation. The document
Tamten cały czas łazi.
That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow...
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square.
Kolejny. Co w karczmie chce się spotkać w Sezarze. Porozmawiaj z Ulrykiem. No to do Sazawy. Nie idzie już wygrał życie. Jest 60% szansy zwycięstwa. Więc statystyki takie są. Uciekam. Nie chce mi się z parobkami walczyć. Zabiję biednych kmieci. Dorobić się nie idzie. Powiem tak. Minigry, bank heist. Jest 50% szans. 50% szans, a 60% wypłata. Mogę zrobić większą wypłatę. Zrobię 90% wypłaty. No to ja zawsze, no widocznie masz tego pecha, no. Opcjonalnie porozmawiać z Ulrikiem. Idę pogadać z Ulrikiem. Mistrz fresków? Lul.
What do you want?
Mapa skarbów 3. Żywot w karczmie, o kurde. Mapa 3, tej nie zna chyba.
Ale as usual. Please bring me something to eat.
Monastery, okej. Tutaj jest gdzieś spalony dom. Usiądź.
There. Satisfied?
Żywot w karczmie.
I'll be right back with that.
Poczytamy sobie książkę. Picie. Mi wzrosło. Lol.
My pleasure. As you wish.
Ulrich, co masz mi ciekawego do powiedzenia?
What did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer gave me copper sheets for the core of the coins, and quicksilver for the the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Pull me an ale.
Oh, Lord Almighty!
Mistrz malarstwa naściennego. Mistrz fresków. Dobrze, że akurat tu jesteś. Porozmawiajmy.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red pine, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then,
and you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck.
What do you need Quicksilver?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
One ale over here, please. There's always time
Kości.
for some dice.
O ile?
Satisfied?
O Boże. Już 800. To jest 4. No to bierzemy to, 100 i rzucamy dalej. Myślę, że tam jest 6, a nie 4. A, Jezus, 1. Okej, 1300. Ledwo mu się udało. No, źle.
No luck.
Skucha. Próbował zaryzykować. Nie wyszło mu. 300. O Boże, kolego. Koniec, wygrałem. Aż nic mi nie da. Idziemy pogadać tutaj. Do Kowala idziemy.
Beat it!
Huh?
Any chance of some work?
Well, come to think, there is one rather delicate matter to attend to. A while ago, a holy man came by here. He said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various relics he'd collected on his travel.
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba. But by the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from our Lord's cross, thorns from the crown, nothing.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, can you even imagine what power it would command? If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you.
Are you sure the Queen of Sheba's a Czech queen?
Who else would she be? Have you not heard of her? Our some priest. She's in the...
Isn't it a bit strange that some pilgrim would have something...
Are you suggesting you might have been lying? Well, people aren't to be trusted, but this is nothing to joke about. God would smite him in a flash if he made light of holy relics that way.
What kind of power did they...
What do you think? It brought its bearer good luck in combat and protection from enemies.
Where can I find the powers?
Like I said, the smith hereabouts bought them from me. They say the largest piece is with the Ratai swordsmith. The bastard probably won't want to sell. But if you manage to swipe it somehow...
I could do with a sword like that. What if you sold...
Well, everything has its price. But this one would be expensive. Getting hold of the bits is one thing. Forging them back together is quite another. That tinkerer from Ratai...
Well, it does sound very interesting. I'll ask them and see what I can do.
Excellent. You'll see you won't regret it.
Gra została zapisana. O cool. Miecz królowej Saby.
God be with you.
Nie to. Naprawę chciałem. Nie. Rzemieślnik nie może powiedzieć tak mocno zniszczonego przymiotu. Lul. Sprzedam mu jeszcze coś, co mam na sprzedaż. Jeszcze raz. Dodaje się skąd fałszerzy biorą rtęć, dodaje się kto w sadze pracuje z miedzią. Ludzie się tutaj wokół niego skarżyli. Czy mogę z kimś porozmawiać? Z wami na przykład? Kradnij z kieszeni. Kradnij z kieszeni. Nie, chcę z wami porozmawiać. Ja pierdolę, no. Tu on jest. Kowal, miecznik.
Clear off, I don't want to talk to you.
Do you ever work with copper?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the Monastery Craftsman's Yard has bought out.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmith?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has the forge in the Craftsman's Yard, and mostly... And then, apart from me, there's Master Armour.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a Master Armour in...
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me.
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master...
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that he's so...
That will be all.
I'm looking for pieces of a sword that a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling.
I would. Of course I would.
Well?
It's a load of tripe. Only a fool would have given that trickster a single groschen, and I'm no fool. How about you?
But if he lied about that sort of stuff, it would be a terrible sin.
Don't be so gullible, lad. That bastard never saw the Holy Land.
Ty on nic... Magdeburski kiedyś 74. W dupę, nic nie chcę ci sprzedawać. Będziemy pogadać z Otto.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Do you make anything out of...
I do a bit of Damascene decor,
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets. What can you tell me about the blacksmith?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach.
What about the monastery?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down.
Tell me something about...
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman.
That'll be all.
Ten już więcej chce zapłacić, ale mimo wszystko mało. Mogą sprzedać rękawice łowcy, potargować się, albo się nie targować. Dobra, jedziemy na górę. Czy to tu? Tędy tu nie ma. Kolejne skrzyżowanie test. To nie tu.
What is it?
Pomocnik szafarza. Z kim mam porozmawiać? Sufsa pracuje z miedziem, dowie się dalej prowadzi dochodzenie w kwaterze szafarza. Złoty krzyż. No dobra, nie potrzebne mi to. Wina to, nie? Maja wydano krawcowi sezonowi tuzin łokci, wymiany tkaniny, wyczesanych habitów dla mnichów. Ok. Kielichy. Wojna kobiet 1. Lul. No to weźmiemy. A nie, to muszę określić, to nie chcę. No, standardowa gra RPG. Robisz jedno zdanie, a potem dostajesz 5. Usiądź tam. Kapusta. Co tu niby mam zrobić, co? Czy może mam na dół iść? Niżej? Tam jest kurna zamknięte. Tu też jest zamknięte. Też jest zamknięte. Pogadamy z tym pomocnikiem. Co ma ciekawego do powiedzenia? Co się stało z rtęcią?
How are you?
Jak się macie? Wiem, kto to zrobił.
It was young Smoller.
What?
Smoller's the one responsible for all the thefts and death. He tried to kill me and Leszek, and God knows who else.
Sweet Jesus. Where is he now?
Dead. I killed him in self-defense.
So is that the end of it, do you think?
It looks that way. I don't know if he had any cronies, but if he did, they'll be lying low from now on.
I'm glad to hear that. After all the horrible things that have happened, we'll have to reconsecrate part of them.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such
Fine, thank you.
Gdzie jest twój pomocnik? Mijałem się z nim raz i zniknął. Tu jeszcze jest coś do sprawdzenia. Jest łóżko. Tu czytałem, tu może coś do przeczytania. Nie, to wszystko sprawdzałem.
Be a bit more careful.
Daj mi spokój, człowieku. Szukam twojego pomocnika. Wiesz, gdzie może on jest? Czy to jest ten w żółtym? To chyba jest ten w żółtym. Gadaj. Co wiesz? Wszystko. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy!
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
No move.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. A scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know
Że nagie fotki roześlą na Facebooku.
Beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
A ja chcę fotkę. Jeszcze tego kurna kowala tu muszę znaleźć. Co tu pracuje? Zacha czy jakoś tak. Tylko nie widziałem tu nigdy żadnego kowala. Mistrz Kajetan. Jest ma zbroja na strażnika. Idziemy na mury. Popatrzeć sobie. Czy mogę wejść do baszty? Zamknięte. Ale twoją wołkę. Po co ci moja? Strażnicy tu śpią. Idziemy wyżej. Tu też śpią. Halabardy po ziemi się miotają. O, jest zejście.
Another one. What the hell?
Chcę przejść. Gdzie niby jest ten mistrz Zach? Co? Tam jest kajetan. Kamieniarze tu są. Brat Furlan, Furtan. Kamieniarz. Kamieniarz. Kamieniarz wąchacz. Będę miał fotkę celebryty. Chyba raczej, kurde, nie. Usiądź. Śpi. Do rana śpi. No, widzisz? Patrz, udało ci się. Gra została zapisana. Super. Dalej, szukamy tego mistrza jakiegoś tam Zacha, czy jak mu tam. A może on jest przed tym? Nie w samym klasztorze, tylko przed klasztorem. Tu grób jest wykopany. Ja pierdzielę, w obszarze zabudowanym tak zapierniczym. Wow. Tutaj może jest ten ziomek. Tak, tu jest. Sześć lat. Wynocha. Co wszyscy tak do mnie? Wszyscy chcą, żeby im płacić, żeby rozmawiać z nim. What the fuck?
Do you work any copper?
Right you are.
I'd want to commission.
Then you best go elsewhere. I never
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmith's copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems.
Anything else? I still have work to do.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith. Aha. The swordsmith.
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. He should have bought it while he had the chance. I still have mine on me. It brings me good fortune, and I shan't sell it.
Not even...
Not even for...
What can you tell me about the
Well, there's Mikesh, and then there's my...
I'd like to discuss... Here you are.
Get out of here!
Co za gnój? Znowu chcę, żebym mu płacił 200 złota? Nie będę. Płacił mu kasę, żeby z nim rozmawiać. Czemu w ogóle tacy są nieuprzejmi dla mnie? No właśnie, chyba to prawda. Cholery jedne. Idę się wykąpać.
What are you, Lord?
Ty wszyscy są. Co jest?
You? Go away. I want nothing to...
What the fuck? O co im chodzi? Że nie mam złej reputacji tutaj. Ale wszyscy chcą ode mnie kasę. Za chwilę wyciągnę miecz i zacznę siekać wszystkich. Bo nie chcą ze mną rozmawiać.
You? Go away. I want nothing to do with you.
O, już się skończył ten list gończy. To chyba nawet w Sazawie nie było. Może ty chociaż chcesz ze mną rozmawiać. Czemu mam reputację tylko 15?
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try.
Here you are.
Well,
No, już mnie zaczyna coraz bardziej lubić. Coraz więcej mi kasy chce dawać za te rzeczy. To i tak nie jest dużo.
Can we do something?
Well,
Here.
thanks, sir.
Moja reputacja. Czemu taka niska? Daję mu więcej, żeby polepszać sobie
Let's have a word
reputację.
about the price.
Well,
Here you are.
thanks, sir.
Ostatnia rzecz, jaką mogę mu sprzedać.
Let's have a word about.
Well,
Here.
my
Ile teraz mam reputacji? 22. To i tak jest w pizdu mała.
You go away.
210. Żeby rozmawiać ze mną chciała.
You? What do you want?
To jest mój miecz za 68. Lul. Piwo mu sprzedamy. Czy będziemy targować?
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Dobra. Czemu mam reputację 4? Aaaa! Kupię od ciebie mniszka.
I'd like to discuss.
Why not?
To po co mu więcej?
Thanks.
Tak będę musiał 6 reputacja. Ok. To kupię jeszcze jeden rumianek.
Let's have a word about the.
Naturally.
Here.
My word.
Nikogo tu nie okradłem. Nikogo nie zabiłem. 7 reputacji. Kupimy szałwię.
Let's talk about.
Aye?
Here.
Thanks.
Coś jest nie tak, coś się zbugowało na pewno. Dziewięć. Jeszcze miętę kupimy. Sól Madony ze świętego Jakuba. Róg jednorożca. Zdecydowanie róg jednorożca chcę.
I'd like to discuss...
Naturally.
Here.
Well, now.
Czy teraz inni chcą ze mną rozmawiać?
Beat it.
Ja pierdolę, no. Chałbym ci z... A ty? Chcę twoją kiełbachę.
Beat it.
O co chodzi? Jedyne co mi przychodzi na myśl to kradzione może są te jupon i te spodnie.
You go.
Teraz to naprawdę nie wiem o co chodzi. Jakie zadanie miało wpływ na to? Właśnie kurna nie wiem jak. Może po prostu, że brudny jestem? Próbowałem się umyć. Tą decyzję wybrałeś i mam teraz. Kto tu jest? Skryba. Nie wczytaj gry. Czemu mnie nie lubią? Zawsze to miasto mnie nie lubiło. O, tu jest Tobiasz. Stary, pomóż mi, bo mnie nie lubią tutaj.
Greetings. What business have...
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Wygląda zupełnie tak samo.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from.
You were right. It was the monastery.
It was the only lodge.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Sprawdź warsztat rytownika. Uku. Czego? Czego chcesz, kobieto? Jest, że mnie jest uśmiechnięte. Nie jest takie coś, jest uśmiechnięte, więc powinni mnie lubić. No, górce za klasztorem. Ciekawe, kurwa, gdzie? No i zastrzelamy. Zostawię wszystko, co miał. O, to nie tu. Jaki wyczesany warsztat. A to chyba nie tutaj. Mistrzu Hieronimie, powiedz mi...
You? What do you want from me?
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there.
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work.
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case. And I'm here
bo stało się coś nadzwyczajnego.
I see.
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised.
Jesus Christ.
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
No,
Recently,
chyba.
for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
We've been friends since childhood. I wanted to see.
Making friends has been a skill of his from his earliest days. Unlike me. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah,
W
thank you.
piwnicy u piekarza.
Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular way.
Łaziebna.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted
Zadziałało
accordingly.
natychmiast.
Although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the
Właśnie na
time.
coś takiego powinien być przygotowani.
Thank you.
Pójdę już. Jest kolejne jakieś... perypetie, trudne sprawy. Kto w Sazowie pracuje z mnie? Czemu oni nie chcą ze mną rozmawiać? To ja nie wiem. Nie chcę wydawać w pizdu kasy. Właścicielka właśnie.
Get out of here.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther.
Porwali? Co się
What
stało?
exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him.
Okay.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with...
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
Okay.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives.
Kurwa.
You know village girls. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip head.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to...
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she...
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's...
37 mam reputację u niej. Jatek, siema. To dlaczego oni nie chcą ze mną rozmawiać? Co jest do chuja? No teraz nagle chcę. Wszystkich tak muszę przekupić? Z ciekawości kurna sprawdzę. Każdego po kolei.
Get out of here!
To idę sobie. Na razie. Gdzie jest ten ziomek? W piwnicy u młynarza. No to jest chata młynarza chyba. Ty też nie chcesz ze mną rozmawiać?
What are you loitering here for?
Pierdolę. Na chwilę wezmę miecz i ich tu wszystkich zatukę. O, tu jest piwnica. Żona i dzieci. Lol. Tu Szymka.
I hope I can be of help to you.
Szymek student.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rappator mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
Bardzo mi przykro. Bardzo mi przykro, bardzo. Mnie również.
Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
You're trying to haggle with me?
Have you forgotten who I am?
I won't let you push me around.
What, you mean the way you aren't being pushed around by the kidnappers? You'd be more convincing if you weren't shaking in your shoes.
Jesus Christ, will this never end?
Now talk.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the shit pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapita. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapita waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dice?
They wear out over time. And they have to be replaced regularly.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge.
Koleś na ławce siedzi. Kawa kurwa gdzie? To jest młynarz. Piekarz. Hazardzista. Ja chętnie z tobą bym zagrał w kości. A, tak, Szymku, dobrze jest sobie pofantazjować, nie? No co się Vox? A nic. O twoją żonę. Czy to jest midi chuj? Czy inna? No.
Great. A bit of extra coin never hurts.
Śpi. Może twoja stara? A może zsipałe? Jacy? Bo nie moją. A Jacenty na pewno się ucieszy. Ja to na 2 baty mogę. Nie. To może znajdziesz sobie kogoś innego jeszcze prócz Jacy. Trajkota.
Are you Rapiter by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well...
It'll only take a moment. I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bathmaid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Ty kurwa. Trzymaj trajkota.
I give up.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. I will.
Okay.
Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop
To był pościg?
Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both gonna have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is in...
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margaret.
O, Margaret by mi obsa.
He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he...
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Yobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away, since...
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the...
It's all the same.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speed.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
Well, in the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I'd prefer you just kill me.
Ah, you're not worth tainting my sword with your blood. Now get lost before I change.
Jesteśmy na środku miasta. Co mnie za konia? A Boże, wolny jak cholera ten twój koń był.
Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
Abrados, siema. Co mam do znaleźć? Pełni sobie pomoc Ulryka. Będę miał ziomka do pomocy. Co tam Abra? Ulrichu.
I finally found out where the forgers were. Master Fayfar was right. The forgers are sticking close to the supply source. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Jej, mam przyjaciela! Friends forever! Jej! O! Starca, który prawie mi skopał dupę. Takie tylko. Czy mam coś do jedzenia? Proszkowany róg jednorożca. Mógłbym zjeść. Zjadłem sproszkowany róg jednorożca. Nie wiem co on mi dał. Może... nie. Tak tylko kontrolnie sprawdzałem. Koniec walka, mam przyjaciela. Tak, jest! Mam kolegę. Ulricha.
Well, now, what's going on there? Look what's come crawling out from under some rock. What was that?
Oh, oh. Dobra. Ała! Patrz, dziadka jak napierdala. Patrz to, co z nimi robi. Dziadek tam. Weźmiemy grosze, weźmiemy to. Łowiecki łuk. O, Jezus Maria, co ty masz na sobie? Pobił go? Zabił go dziadek. No gawicy, Jezus Maria, jaki oni mają sprzęt. Chłopie, dziadek. Czekaj. Pobiegł. Biegł samemu. Czekaj! O, biegnie. Dogoniłem go. Znajdź warsztat fałszerzy. Kascenka.
Jesus Christ, who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You can't do that!
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Why do you want to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzig Kobyla.
Jakaś dyskoteka.
You can tell your lord the man is dead. He'll never find out.
But he will. Or do you think you can lock this man away from sight until Judgment Day?
Why not?
Do not be naive, boy. Look around you. This land swarms with rats and snakes, especially now. There is no secret that is not for sale. If I let you have him, my own head will be on.
Dyskoteka się włączyła. Lul.
You don't have to go back to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fayfire recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there is nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir Radzig's service? He needs people.
I serve Kobyla. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the... But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs. In fact, I cannot.
Why not?
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the Rosenbergs hear that I have been found out, they will see to it I vanish.
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me, as I have many times before. Farewell, Henry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Czy mi się wydaje, czy jakoś chujowo grafika wygląda? Smutno Ulrichu, że się rozstajemy.
Please, please, I'm sure we can come to some...
You can talk all you like, but not here and not to me.
Okay.
Let's go. Master Fayfire is very keen to meet you.
Na szczęście udało mi się przegadać starca.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfire. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Jaki brudny i podzierany jestem. Czy kascenka znowu będzie, czy będę jechał? Taki śmierdziel z ciebie. Jakiś żaden śmierdziel. Kompletny brak higieny. Oj, 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 abrados, abrados, abrados. Dobra, lecimy. bezdomnemu z reklamów. Ej, taki paradoks bezdomnego. Że póki... nie, jak to było? Że bezdomny jedzie tramwajem, to tramwaj jedzie bezdomnym. A jak bezdomny wyjdzie, to tramwaj nadal jedzie bezdomnym. Czy jakoś tak to było? Gdzie jest mój koń? O.
What the hell are you doing?
Started not long.
Ci tu mnie lubią. Nie wiem czemu w Sazawie mnie nienawidzą, a tu mnie mówią. Mondesrowa twoja? Nie, to stary kawał.
I'm interested in your...
And what is it?
I've,
I'm sure you'll be extreme.
Teraz już nie muszę płacić w łaźniach. Wszystko za darmo. Tyle zapłaciłem, że zasłużyłem sobie na to, że mogę się jeszcze przespać do rana. Na pewno. Gra została zapisana. Super. Idziemy. Czy muszę naprawiać swój ubranie? Jupon niestety jest zniszczony. Kolczuga też. Dekoracyjny purpoint. W ogóle nic nie ma. Nic nie broni mnie. Muszę iść do krawca przede wszystkim. Koniak się wystraszył. Lul. Kurwa, nie trafiłem w bramę. Jezus Maria. Traf. O. Tutaj mam rzeczy do sprzedania.
What is it? You've no business here. Clear off.
Tej, już myślałem, że otwarte jest. No. No siemają.
God save you.
Sprzedam ci muszę sprzęcior. Ach, na koniu jest. Kłoń. Reszta wszystko dla mnie. Nie, dobra. Na pewno nie chciałem sprzedawać tego. Skórzane buty może też nie.
Can we do something about...
No.
A, stówkę więcej.
We agreed?
Close. Hey.
Tej zawsze chcą.
All right, so.
Zawsze chcą się targować. Nie ma tak, że weźmiesz więcej, okej. Dobra, napraw mi to. To i to. Krawca oczywiście nigdy nie ma rano. Ten koleś jest kompletnie, nie wiem co z nim jest. Przychodzi na 11 do pracy. O, jest.
I'm at your...
Okej. Jego firma to otwiera kiedy chce. No tak trochę... No i zobacz. Otworzył i już sobie gdzieś idzie. A, oparł się przed tym, przed zakładem. Okej. Jedziemy do tej kobyły Redzika. Jestem wypachniany, naprawiony. Tak mogę iść. Z panem się.
Hey!
No.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
Dobrze, panie.
Sir Radzig, I believe you know Sir Wolflin of Camberg.
I do. We once had a rather amusing encounter. Such a shame he's turned to robbing and pillaging. How did the mission go, anyway?
Wolflin asked me to give you his regards. And he said if you're going to march against Sigismund, you should let him know.
My God. It's a fine state of affairs when even outlaws want to march under my banner.
Perhaps it's not such a bad thing, my lord. It's good to know he's still loyal to you after all these years.
You're probably right.
An amusing encounter.
It happened before we went to Poland. I hired Wolflin as a mercenary to help deal with the royal matter. We were laying siege to Herstein Castle because the lord there had been collecting tolls on the royal highway. It was winter, and the mountain passes were knee-deep in snow. There was no way to get reinforcements or supplies to us. So, we were in a bit of a fix. There was a strong garrison at the castle, and they had more food than we. By chance, the lady of the castle, Ophelia, arrived and wanted to get inside. Her carriage got stuck in a snowdrift, and being chivalrous knights, we rescued her. Then Wolflin got the idea we would hold Lady Ophelia hostage in exchange for Lord Herstein's surrender along with his men. We even promised him we would let her go inside first.
But they could easily have broken their promise once the lady was inside and refused to surrender, couldn't they?
Of course. We expected it, and we had something up our sleeve. It was snowing heavily, and the visibility was low, so they didn't notice it wasn't Lady Ophelia in the carriage, but Wolflin in disguise. As soon as the gate closed behind the carriage, Lord Herstein came and gloated at us from the battlements. Only in the meantime, Wolflin killed the whole escort and opened a side gate in the walls, where we were waiting. After that, it was all over in minutes. Shortly after, he returned to Poland, and I heard no word of him till recently.
Normalnie koń trojański z niego.
I'll be going.
Dun, 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 dun. Ok, zapisujemy grę. Gra zapisana i to by było już tyle na dzisiaj. Dzięki wielkie za obecność. Wszystkim dziękuję bardzo. Dzięki Jaca, że cały czas ze mną byłeś. Kolejna część będzie jutro gdzieś tak koło 18. Będziemy robić dalej główny wątek. No koniec. Aha, ale przybyła. To moja wina? Że dopiero to tak późno przyszedłeś? Od 18:20 jest jakoś.